Hello, everyone. My name is Danita, and I'm with the Buttercup Creations. And today we have a guest. Our guest does fake cakes and some other stuff. So let him tell you about himself. Bruno.
Hi, Denise. Thank you. Yeah, yeah, I'm here. Sorry. So, hi to all. Once again, thank you so much for joining us. My name is Bruno. I'm Portuguese, all right, and I live in Ireland for 10 years now. And I started do crafting, I would say about 5 years ago. Actually, is a funny story. I was just looking for different decorations for my Christmas tree, and and I just put videos on YouTube, and there was a lady that came out on YouTube making a wreath, using deco mesh, and I thought, that's very interesting. So the next day I went to the shops here in Ireland and I tried to look for deco mesh, but you should see the people at the desk when I asked for deco mesh. It was like, what you're talking about? There is nothing like that here in Ireland. I was like, oops. So, the only source that I had at the time was going to eBay. And that's when I started to look for things on eBay. And, I started to make, I think, was one wreath for myself for Christmas. And then I showed the same wreath that I made to a couple of friends at work. Then the next year, people started to ask for the wreaths. And I thought, this is very interesting. I can make some, extra cash. Uh, um, uh, doing reads. And I love Christmas. I have to say, I'm really crazy about Christmas. Um, and and that's it basically. And then I enjoy one group that was with Pam from the Happy Herd, when I saw her making an amazing hats for the reeds, and I wanted to do something, but not heads. So I thought, okay, so what I can do to put on the wreath that could be something beside heads. So, the fake cakes came to my mind, but there is a lot of ideas that I have um, in my mind.
That group with Pam.
Yeah, with
Yeah,
Pam, Happy Hurts.
for a year. Yeah, I had so much fun. I have so many different things of hers to do. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get started. So
Yeah,
if
we go.
you know, tell
Indeed.
us time. And
Okay, great. So, guys, this is a very simple. All right. Now I bought two foam circles, all right, with two different sizes, right? But the one we're going to make will be for a centerpiece, all right? If you want to use one on reed, you just need to buy one, cut in half, and put on the top of the other one. Now, the reason that I use two of different sizes, it's because the things that I want to put around the cake, right? So, just to give an idea of the sizes, right? So, for European sizes, right, the biggest one is 25 centimeters. For the US, the size is 10-inch, right? And the height will be each one of them about 2.5 inches. For Europe, will be 7 inches, 7 centimeters, sorry. And then for the other ones, the size will be European will be 20 centimeters, and the US will be 8 inches, and the high will be the same thing, 2.5 inches and 7 centimeters. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is glue these two together, right? Uh, the way that I like to say is I'm going to put buttercream in the middle,
ah,
right? Now, I use always cold glue sticks, all right, because of the foam. Although I'm going to use also the hot glue gun, but for this one, I'm going to use the cold um, sticks, all right? Now, it's going to put some, and we're going to put on the top of each other, right? And just to make sure that you secure, all right, that they don't fall apart, use wooden sticks, all right, the ones that you use on the barbecue, right? And just do the same thing that you would do on a normal cake. And you can just put 4. There is no, you don't need to put more. And then you just cut, right? And there you go. And you have the base of your cake. Now we're going to do the same thing on the small one. It's always the same method, right? And you don't need to rush. Just put another buttercream in the middle. Actually, I like buttercream. Who doesn't?
Don't y'all?
I know, right? Everyone likes it. So we're going to put here again. Right, and we're gonna use again. Now you can use the rest of the sticks that you cut, all right, which is fine. All right. And I think, oh, there we go. Sorry. And there you go. Right, so you have the 2. Now let's start the fun part. Right, now the fun part will be, I particularly like to use felt when covering the cakes, but you can use any fabric that you want. All right, the reason that I use felt, it's because if I cut less, since the felt you can stretch, right? So you can cover something if that happened, all right? So what I did, and we're gonna do pastel colors, all right? So we're gonna use pink, right? And we're gonna use mint, all right? I know that on the camera looks like normal green, but this is mint. So for the bottom part, which is the big part, right? We're gonna cover first the bottom, right? And again, we're gonna use cold glue, all right? Because if you're gonna use the hot glue, right, it's gonna melt the foam, and then you don't have a cake anymore. All right?
Exactly. May I say something here?
Yeah.
If you're watching us and you like this content, please give us a thumbs up and tell us what you think in the comments. Thank you.
And if you think that I'm too fast, just tell me, all right? Or tell to Danita, and I'll go slowly. All right? So now, since we already have the bottom, all right, don't be afraid if you don't cut this very neat, all right? Because in fact, you're gonna cover the borders and you're not gonna see it, so that's fine, right? So now we gonna cut, all right? Like this. And there you go. Now, one of the things that I do usually, I know that people usually have a tendency to cover first the side and then the bottom and the top. What I do is actually the opposite. I do first the bottom and the top, and then I do the side. Why? Because when I'm going to do the borders, right, you will not see the difference. And I'll show you in a minute, right? So first we're going to do now the top. Oops. I was going to use the hot glue. That's not a good sign.
Hello, Christina.
Hi, Christina. Thank you.
Christina, she's in Cheshire. How do you say that? Cheshire?
Sorry, guys. It's because sometimes I'm not able to check the comments. So
She's in Cheshire. Cheshire? Cheshire?
hold on, I'll check. Let me just
I
go
don't
to the
know.
other side.
I'm sorry. I don't know where that is, Christine. Which country is that in?
Cheshire. I believe that Christina is in the UK. By the name of the town, I believe that she's in the UK.
Oh, okay. Thank you for joining us, Christina. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Do you make fake bakes, Christina? You're getting a real treat today here with Bruno.
Listen, you can do this kind of cake. You can do for, Easter, Christmas, St. Patrick's
Halloween.
Day, Halloween, baby showers. I mean, there is endless options that you can use a fake cake, right? Even for weddings. Imagine you can
Exactly.
you can make a small fake cake and put in the reception of the wedding. When you have a table for all the guests, right? You can do a cake and put all the names on the fake cake, and people will know where they have to sit down to have the reception. So you can use, the cakes in any.
Exactly. I wanted to tell you that Christine, she said she is in the UK and she's excited to learn how to make the cake. And we also have Sylvia. Thank you, Sylvia, for joining us. How are you
Great.
today? But you were right about Christina.
So there you go. Now you have the bottom and the top done. Now we're going to do the side. All right. So the side I already cut, right? And, that's okay if you cut too much. Okay. Because then we're going to trim. So, don't worry about that. Again, remember, we always need to use a cold glue stick and gun, right? Because if not, you're going to melt your cake. And it's not a good.
Hello, Levon and Sylvia. How are y'all doing?
Hi, guys, girls.
Two girls, two ladies.
In Ireland. I'm always used to say guys, but that's how they say guys to girls and guys. So don't get me wrong if I say to everybody guys, because that's how we do it.
Yeah,
Great.
They do it here too.
All right, great.
But not only that, I am from Florida, from Georgia, so I say hi, y'all. How is everybody? Do y'all say y'all?
No, actually, we don't.
Wonderful, Levon. Thank you for joining us. Oh, Levon says she says hi, guys, all the time to everybody too.
All right.
Sylvia says she's excited to see this. She has a Halloween-themed mommy shower in 3 weeks, and she wants to make a cake. Yay!
Yay, that's great. You can do cakes all the time.
We have Vanda. Estamos. No, I think that's not for us.
So there you go.
Okay, Vonda says she's here to watch. Thank you, Vonda.
Thanks. Now we just gonna trim, right, the size.
Looking good.
And the good thing with cakes is they are really, really not heavy. They are, how to say, they are very light. They are very light. So you can ship I think will be even less than a normal wreath. Will be lighter
Oh
than a
yeah.
wreath. You know what I mean? So so there you go. You see, first part of the
Charlotte
cake.
Owens. I'm sorry, Bruno. Charlotte is here. Hello, Charlotte. She's excited to watch.
That's
Where are you
great.
from, Charlotte? Okay, yes, this is a regular glue gun, Sylvia, and he's
Yeah,
gluing on felt. This is felt he's putting on the cake.
yeah. I'm using felt, but you know you can use fabric. The only advice is always use cold um, glue sticks. All right, because if you're going to use a hot glue gun, the foam is going to melt.
Yes.
All right, so that is really, really important. All right, great. Now, what we're going to do next, we're going to start to decorate the bottom, right? We're going to leave the other one for the last because we're going to do something different, right? So, what I'm going to do first, right, is get something for the middle. You know, remember that we use two foams, right? On the bottom, right? So you're gonna have this like line here. So we want to cover a little bit on this one. So what we're going to do, we're gonna use ribbon, right? And I'm gonna use this ribbon that I like. Actually, I need to buy more from Regency, which I think is really great because is also felt and is white and actually the pink that we are using on this cake. You see?
Okay, I do see. Christina wants to know what size base are you using, Bruno, please?
Well, yeah. So, Christina, for the big one, right? I'm using for US size is 10-inch, right? Diameter, and in Europe will be 25 centimeters.
How tall is it?
Is so I'm using two, but each one is 7 centimeters, right? In the US is 2.5 inch. But if you're gonna, but I know there is some shops that actually sell um about
4 inches over
14
here.
centimeters
Yes.
tall. Well, that will be around 5.5 inches in the US. Now, the shop where I bought this ones didn't have the tall one, so that's why I bought two, right? But there are some shops that sell um, the tall ones, so you can use. I mean, it depends what you're gonna do or where you want to use it. For example, if you want to use on the small wreath, right? Probably just gonna use one. But if you want to do a centerpiece, probably gonna use two because you know the higher the stop shopper will be, right? So, you know, it depends the way you want to use it. Great. So, moving forward, right? Just need to put a little bit of here.
You're
We're
welcome,
going to use
Sylvia.
the ribbon. Okay. So, now this is the trick part. You see here, this is the end, right? So you can see that the two felt is gonna come together. Now, usually we would start here also the ribbon going around, right, and then close it. But in this case, we're gonna do the opposite. Why? Because since we're gonna put a bow on the opposite side, right, when we go around, you're not gonna see the two ends. Okay, so I know that I need this, so I'm gonna cut and I'm gonna find the other side, which is here. And now this is the part that you can actually use the hot glue gun, all right, because it's felt against felt, because the ribbon is also felt, so will not melt, right? So It's going around. You don't need to put too much. Girl, sorry if I'm not answering to any questions that you may ask. Is because I'm not looking at the screen, so apologize. It's not that I'm ignoring anybody.
Oh, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Let me see. Lydia, and okay, Lydia is here. Hello, Lydia. How are you? She is somebody I know from Fake Bake World here in the United States. Thank you, Chris, Lydia, for showing up today.
Okay, so you see, there you go. First part is done. I'm not sure. Probably too much light there. Let me just do something just to see if the light is less.
There, that's perfect. That's great.
Okay. Now, before we do our bow here, right, I still want to break down the two pink, right? So what I'm going to use to break down, all right, and with that, you need to use, again, the cold glue gun. I don't know, sorry, girls, but I don't remember the name of this. This is...
is it ribbon?
No, it's not ribbon. Hold on.
Is
I forget
it trim?
sometimes the name.
It's either trim or lace. I believe it's lace.
Well, it's not. Let's see if I have the name here. Hold on. You know, with so many names.
Bruno, Lydia said she loves your wreaths. She loves the Santa. He's gorgeous.
Thanks. So what I'm going to do is, in the middle of the ribbon here, I'm going to use this, which I don't know the name. I'm sure that I'll remember later, and I'll let you know. I'm sure. So this is just to break down, again, the ribbon. You see here?
Yes. Okay. Yes. In the middle of the white.
Yeah. So in this case, we're going to use the cold glue sticks for this, and just gonna do, oops, and I'm gonna do a round.
Yes, you do have gorgeous wreaths, gorgeous cakes, gorgeous candy, gorgeous everything.
Okay. Great. Oops. Like this. Awesome. And
Okay, let's see. Oh, is it called Rick Rack?
sorry?
Is it called Rick Rack?
No, I know that
icing?
has a different name. I'm sure I'll remember, Danita, before the
Okay,
live. I'm sure that I'm
It's
going to remember. Um,
a
you know
it's
when you
something
have
you.
the, when you have the name under your tongue and you cannot remember
Yes.
actually the name. That's what
Yes,
I'm saying. I know that I know the
I
name.
totally understand.
Yeah.
I got you. Somebody just
Okay.
said that, and I thought I would ask you if that was it.
Great.
Christina said, thank you. She's wanting to make a centerpiece for Christmas. Oh, yay. That'll be pretty.
Yeah. Great. Okay. So now we're still gonna do something with the ribbon um, later, but I'm gonna put the ribbon aside, and we're gonna do the top one. Now the top one is a little bit different, okay? And the reason that is different, it's because when you put the icing on the top of the cake and you have like the drops.
Oh, yeah. The
Um,
little.
so we're gonna do that on the top, right? So, and how we're gonna do it? The first thing we're gonna do is put the mint on the side. So we're gonna use this time mint. So that's why we're gonna do this one first. Okay, so it's the same process with the cold glue sticks, right, around.
Christina said that she is a balloon artist by trade, but she also makes wreaths and garlands. I found you
Oh, that's
both a few
great.
days ago, and I'm really excited to learn from you both. Oh, great! Thank you. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much.
And hello, Susan. Yes, Bruno does have a Facebook page. It's Bruno's Crafty Crafts.
Yeah.
Oh, you love how he says Danita. they love how you say my name. Say it again. Say it again. Oh, thank you.
There
He'll
you
say
go.
it again in a minute.
Now we're just gonna cut or trim the excess because we're not gonna need it.
Oh, well, Susan is watching from California.
Oh, that's great.
A long way from where you're from, huh?
Yeah.
Lydia.
Right. And then on the other side, the same thing.
Yes, and Lydia is in Georgia, and I'm in Florida.
Yeah. Nice. And thank you so much for coming. I know that
Yes.
for me it's a little bit strange regarding the time zone difference because it's already almost, what time is it? 11:30, so almost 9, time for night for bed. But anyway, how things work, right? Okay, so so we have the side, right, for the mint part. Now this is the difference. Now you're not going to put anything on the bottom because you're going to put the cake like this, right? So you don't need to put anything here. So what you need to worry is about put here and on the side, right? So regarding the side, right, we're gonna create the cream
Zigzag.
effect, right? So
Okay.
the way that I do usually is take a piece of felt with the size of, where I have the metric measurement. That's weird. But usually would be the size of the half of the bottom, the top of the cake. So it will be like 2.5 inches. Let's put it that way. That will be the easiest way, right?
Okay.
And then, yeah, and then you start to cut. This is very simple. You just start and make the drops. Now there is no template for this. It's the way you like it.
Yes, the dripping.
the dripping is the way you like it. There is no science. I like a lot of dripping.
Yes, I do too. Long and short and long and short.
Exactly.
Okay, Antonio Alves is here from Portugal,
Oh,
but I'm not sure what he says because it's in Portuguese.
okay.
Sorry, I
Let me
don't speak.
hold on. I'll check. Let me just check. Oh, it's my brother-in-law actually.
Oh wow, cool.
It's my brother-in-law.
What does he say?
Hold on. I need to check again. What you wrote? Sorry. Hi, brother-in-law, Portugal. That's funny.
Oh, okay. Oh, cuñado. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, cunhado means brother-in-law.
Yeah, I know a lot of Spanish, and that's cuñado is the same as Spanish.
I'm not sure.
No, I
think
know
so.
it is.
All right.
Yeah, I know it is. I know it's cuñado. Yeah, and cuñada is sister-in-law.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Nora is here and Cindy is here. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us
Hi.
today. Yes, it is. I know a lot. I told you, Lydia. He's making a fake bake today. He's using felt to cover the cake. He's used some ribbon as the side pieces, and now he's cutting some dripping for the top cake.
Almost there.
Oh, I love your dripping. It looks so good.
Okay, almost there. And then we can eat the cake later on. What do you think?
Great.
Denita, what do you think? We
Yes,
can
that's a
make
great idea.
we can make some fake cakes and then get together and eat them, right?
Okay, yes.
That's a deal, right?
Yes,
Okay,
absolutely.
great. So now you can use on this part. You can use or the cold glue sticks or the hot. All right. This one will not make a difference because you're just gluing felt with felt. Okay, so it's up to you. Okay, so
0 calories.
So I'm gonna use the
Hello,
hot glue.
Colette. Hello, Colette. She's from the UK.
All right. So now we're gonna
Okay,
put the
Levon,
dripping,
thank you.
right? Just put a little bit on the top and then actually on the dripping itself, but not much.
Levon, don't forget to give us a thumbs up.
All right.
Subscribe.
That's
and all that good
great.
stuff.
Then a little bit more
I love the dripping.
on the top. Then here, 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 here. Just do a little piece at a time. You don't need to rush. Enjoy the process. That's what I want to say. Enjoy the process. You don't need to rush. And believe me, I was the one always rushing doing stuff, right? And then I had to go back, throw things away, and start from the beginning because I'm always in a rush. So enjoy the process.
Oh no.
All right, just enjoy the process, and
I agree.
you can make so much stuff with this just by enjoying the process, except burning your fingers. That's
Oh
the
my
worst.
goodness, I hate a glue gun sometimes.
I know, right? But
Yes.
now, this is the thing. I'm using the glue gun, the hot and the cold, for the purpose of the life, right? But
Yes.
if you have time, and of course, if you don't have if you are not in a rush, you can use tacky glue. All right.
Oh yeah.
So, I'm just doing this because of the purpose of the live show. All right. But
Yes.
the one that I use actually is the tacky glue gun. I think this one is actually from the US. And I think this is the one that I really like, which is this one.
Oh yes, that's the one we love too.
Yeah,
Tacky
because
glue
I
every
buy
day.
this from Amazon. I really like.
Exactly.
I used once, and I think is really really good one. I had used
Yes.
another ones, but I didn't feel that has the same how do you say it, the same
The
adherence
same.
as that one.
Okay.
So
Yes.
I really like that one. So you can use the tacky glue. There is no problem at all.
Lydia, that's correct. Have fun and enjoy. It's good therapy.
Exactly. Okay, great. Just make sure that everything is on the side. Here is a little bit too much, so I can cut it. Okay. Great. Oops. There you go. So you see,
Looking good, but it's too close to the camera. It looks white.
oh
We
really?
can see it
Hold on.
better. Yeah, we can see it better back there.
Like this?
Okay, yes, I see that. Yeah, it's green, mint green, and white.
Yeah, exactly. All right, great. Now let's start to put the cake. Nice, right? So as you can see, I didn't still put the top. I'm gonna put the top in a minute, but I need to put now the cake together, right? Now, this is what you need to decide exactly what you want to do, right? And this is up to you. Or you put the cake actually in the center, all right? Or you can put in one side and have a big space here to do whatever you want to do. It's up to you,
Okay.
right? Um,
Yes.
since this is a centerpiece, right? I like to put actually on the center, right? I'll show you the other one that I did for a wreath, and you can see the difference, all right? But on this
Okay.
one, actually, I'm gonna put in the middle, and again, I'm gonna use cold um, glue gun, all right, to put on the bottom, all right. Remember that you are putting on the foam, so you need to use where is it? Where is it? And
Oh, here in the U.S., we don't have anything that's called cold hot glue that I know of, but we do have a dual setting on our glue gun. Thank you, Sylvia, for coming.
thank you.
That's either cool or hot. I mean, not cool. It's either warm or hot, but it's not
Uh,
cold. I've never
okay,
heard of that.
okay. So probably will be warm, Danita. Yeah, I mean in Europe we say it cold,
Oh,
but
okay,
probably I think
okay.
it's the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Great.
probably.
Now what you're going to do, all right, because we need to make sure that the cake doesn't fall apart, all right, even though that is light, is we're gonna put again another 4 sticks, right? Because the 4 sticks, as you can see, will go up to the two tiers of cake, all right? So now you're gonna take a little bit time to put, but there you go. One. It's like I'm doing actually a cake for a wedding, for a birthday. You know what I mean? Because also they use the sticks. So, it's funny, isn't it?
Yes.
Great. And the last one. Now, I put always 4, all right? Don't ask me why. I sometimes bake cakes, usually to bring to work for my colleagues.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but with COVID-19 and we start work from home, so I'm still working from home on my daily job. So
Oh,
at the
okay.
moment, so I'm not making any cakes at
Cakes.
all. All right, great. So we have this, right? Now, since we have this, now we're gonna cover the bottom one. the top one. You see, with felt, with
Oh,
white felt.
okay.
All right, because we don't need to put any more things inside of the top one. Now I'm just gonna grab. You can put glue around. Don't worry, not gonna melt the foam. At least the foam here. Now, one thing that I noticed, Anita, is that the foam that you use in the US is a little bit different from the one in Europe.
Oh,
Ours,
okay.
when we cut it, makes a little bit of a mess. I think when you cut your foam in the US, right, the cut it's more clean, if that makes sense.
No.
Don't make it as a
Yes,
big mess. So
it does make sense. Yes, but we have foam that is either it's really messy or it's very smooth. And
yeah,
Susan, I purchased my 2-temp glue gun from Amazon. I've got a Gorilla glue gun actually, and it is
yeah.
2-temp.
Actually, I also saw that. I think I'm gonna get one also.
And
For
it
real,
works so good. Yes, it
yeah,
works so good, and it's
I
so
can
hot.
imagine.
But then on cool on the lower setting, it's fine.
Yeah.
It doesn't burn you like crazy.
Okay, do this. Okay, great. I'm just gonna do upside down, just to make sure that, and just put a little bit of here because you don't want to close. Great. Now we can trim the top one, the excess, right?
Yes,
Don't be
I
afraid to
see.
cut it. If there is no clean cut, don't worry, we're still gonna do something here to cover it, all right? So, because now is where the fun part is gonna start.
Yes,
Is
it's gonna be
decorate the cake.
fun.
Is when you're gonna decorate the cake all over
Yeah.
with a lot of lollipops, macaroons, and a lot of stuff. Great,
Oh, yay.
great. Now, what we're going to do first, all right, is just to cover this part, which is the junction of the top and the dripping, right? And what I'm going to use, where is it? Is, oh, there you go. I'm going to use the white trim, right? This is actually, I think you call it bride trim, if I'm not mistaken.
Trim?
Yeah, hold on.
Yes,
This
I
one.
believe you're correct. Yes, that is trim. Exactly. That's
Yeah.
what I call it. I
Okay,
think that's
so
what Hobby Lobby everybody calls it.
yeah, I think this one actually was a friend that sent me from the US and was from Paper Mart.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Paper Mart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know Paper Mart. That's .com actually.
yeah,
You can probably order from there.
yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna just show you here if you can see. God, the camera is a little bit light. So you see here on the border, right? What you're going to do is just cover this part
Okay.
like this.
The edge?
The edge, exactly. Can you see it, Danita?
Yes, I can actually. Yes, there I can perfectly.
Great. So that's what we're going to do. Now, in this case, you can use hot glue or cold glue, warm glue sticks. I'm going to try to use the warm one, all right, just to make sure that we are on the same page. So that's what you do, all right. Again, you don't need to rush doing this one. Just take your time, enjoy the process.
Enjoy the process. That's right.
But since we are doing this, right, I'm sure that people have some questions about
Yeah.
business and everything. Well, I can tell you a little bit about my story and how I started and how things are. Um, so I started actually, I opened my Etsy shop was before, no, No, it was the year of COVID-19. Actually, I think it was in June that I opened 2020. But I only had my first sale in September, right?
Okay, yeah, it
But
takes a while to get your first
it
sale.
takes a while. But I didn't give up, all right?
No,
And
yeah,
now remember one thing: in Ireland is a small country, right? And the population is only 5 million. So it's not like the US or the UK, for example, right, where it's about 67 million people in the UK, right? So it takes time where you live, all right? But um, don't give up just because you don't have immediately the sales, right? Now, some people get frustrated, for example, if they don't have sales during the year. Now, on the first year that happened to me, I really actually was really frustrated, really. But then I started to think, hold on, but this is actually a great opportunity because I actually can improve my skills and develop things that I like to do besides making
exactly.
wreaths. And and of course that I have my daily job, right? But for some people that don't have, I know that can be frustrated. So I always use the time that I have or that I'm not selling to do other things, to have other creations, to create other things, right? So
Right.
don't don't get frustrated if you don't sell it immediately. All right. So you see, so
Um,
we covered the
David,
age.
I'm sorry, Bruno. David Brito, Bruno, the bro is watching Kisses, and it's the same thing in the United States. There is millions of sellers on Etsy. I think it's millions. I don't remember
Oh,
exactly the number now.
actually, it's my
But
brother. He's my
yes,
brother.
hello, David.
Actually, he's my brother. So
Okay.
so that's it. Actually, I want to say something to all of you, and this is something that I use, to motivate me every day. All right, and I think maybe this will help you not to give up on your dreams of crafting, because everyone, you know, can do anything if they believe. So this is what I want to tell you. All right, and just think these words. Um, this is words I use them all day, every day, or I try to be. Sometimes it's not easy, with everything that's happening in the world, but focus on your dreams. All right, and this is what I want to tell you: hold your dreams, don't ever let it go, right? And be yourself, and let the world take notice.
That's
You'll find
right. I love
strength.
that.
You'll find strength when people bring you down, but they will see if you believe in yourself. That's it.
Oh, I love
Just,
that.
you know what I mean? So never give up. All right. We'll not. We'll take time. Right. We'll take time.
Yes. It
But
doesn't happen overnight.
exactly. Right. But the important is what is important is not to give up. Right. Great. Now let's continue with our fun. Right. That's what we want. Fun, 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 fun. Great. So I did the edge on the top. Now I'm gonna do the edge on the bottom. All right. Now you can decorate the way you want, the way you like it. Right. What I'm gonna do is, where did I put it? No, this one. So I'm gonna use this trim actually that I bought when I was in Portugal. Right. That I'm gonna use. I'll show you here on the camera. Right. This one.
Oh, that's pretty.
Right. That I'm gonna use on the bottom tier, right? But on the top, well, on the bottom tier, but on the top of the bottom tier, if that makes sense. Sounds a little bit
Yes,
strange, but that's how
I,
we say it, right?
I totally understand.
So again, you can use the hot glue or the warm. Now I said it right, right? It depends the way you want it, but there is no problem. All right, you can use
Exactly.
bottom. So
Is that something you got at the craft store?
Sorry?
Is that something you got at the craft store?
Yeah, I mean, you can use any kind of. I just like that one. I don't know why. I like
Yeah, it's
that
very
one.
pretty.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
I
it was
love it.
cheap, actually. It was really cheap.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, this one I think was 45, 50 yards. I think 50 yards.
Oh, wow.
And
That's a lot.
was about $23.
Oh,
Something.
wow. That is good.
I'm just doing calculations by head because it's in euros. So I
Yes,
tried
I
to,
got it.
try to
Figure it out in your head.
yeah. Okay. Because to be honest, Danita, there is a lot of things that we don't have in Ireland. It's not like in the US that you have a lot of craft shops, right? Where you can have a big variety of things that you can buy. It's very limited here, and I was lucky because in Portugal, although we are not really a country of crafters, right? Or at least there is a big variety of things that you can use for crafts in Portugal, more than in Ireland, which is a little bit um, strange. But anyway,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
I've heard that about a lot of different countries, that they don't have like craft supplies like we do.
yeah, exactly. So, but in a way, I'm going to tell you that in a way, I'm glad that I'm not living in the US because I'm sure that I would spend a lot of money in the craft shops.
Oh,
To be honest with you.
yes, that's
To be
true.
honest with
Oh,
you.
my goodness. That's true.
You
That
know,
is 100%
um,
true.
you know, so we work what we have. To
Yeah,
be
that's
honest.
good. I mean, that way you actually use the stuff you have instead of pile your stuff up and put it in the closet and hold on to it.
Exactly. Great. So,
We have Gilda here. She says Biofilo. I'm not sure exactly how she says it. Philo?
oh, it's my mother. It's my
Oh,
mother.
hola. Is Portuguese, I mean, in your language, is it hola?
Hola means hi or hello.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying to your mom.
Yeah. So, so you see,
The whole family showed up for you. I love that.
yeah.
That's so pretty.
Okay, now let's do the bottom. All right, we didn't finish yet. We just started the top one. So now we're gonna use. I'm just thinking about the trim again. I'm just thinking if I'm gonna use the pink one around.
It's so pretty.
Or if I'm gonna use this one. Let me see. I don't think I have enough for this.
Susan said, Mama, you made a very creative son. Thank you. That's so sweet, huh?
Okay, yeah, we're gonna use this one. I think this one is the best and makes better. But I think I'm gonna need two of them, and I can put this aside and this aside.
I love the way you store your ribbon.
Yeah, I'm a little bit organized. It's not that I'm OCD. I think that's how you say it. But
yes,
I like things organized because then I know where actually they are, and
exactly.
it's
Me too.
faster to find it.
Exactly.
So I'm not sure if this will be enough to go around the cake. Yep.
I love that, Bruno. I love that your whole family showed up for you. That is so nice.
Yeah. Well, I told them to show up. If not, I would not come visit. I would not come to visit to Portugal again. No, I'm just kidding.
I
No, I'm
know,
just
I
kidding.
know,
No, no. I
I
mean, I think
know.
it's important. You know, um, family is important to be
Yes.
here with us, support. Okay, so guys, what we're going to do now, right? You see, there is an edge here, right? But it's not really pretty. So what we're going to do here, we're going to use this one that I found. It's like has really small pompons, and it's like a soft pink just to cover it.
Oh,
So it will
yeah,
be
that's
something
pretty.
like this. You see?
Yes, that's very pretty.
So, but then again, you can choose whatever you like, and the options that you have, it's
Are
handless.
endless.
It's
Yes.
it's like um and to be honest with you, Danita, when I started to do the first cake, I was like, I don't think I have, you know, uh, uh, I don't think I'm good enough doing fake cake. But then I started thinking, hold on,
Thank you,
but I bake
Nora.
cakes, so there is no
Huh.
difference. The only difference that exists is the hot glue gun and the warm glue gun, right?
Oh yeah, that's a big difference. Big
That's the only
difference.
thing. Yeah. So I say, well, you know what? Let's give it a try. I'm be guys, listen. I'm gonna be honest. I tried many things before, and I just threw away because it was so horrible. But the point is, actually, there was a say. I'm just trying to remember. I think that is great. Um, don't see a failure as a something to give up, but see that as a lesson to make in a different way. That's the way that I
Exactly. It's a learning experience.
exactly.
Yes.
Now, the only thing that I hate on the warm glue gun is that gets um, dry so
Glue.
fast and gets in everything. Okay, let's go.
Bruno Sophia is on here. She says parabens, Tio. That's your nephew,
Oh,
Bruno.
everyone.
Bruno Sophia.
Well, that is my oldest niece.
Oh, your niece. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have the same name. Well, she has in
The
yeah,
last
it's my
name.
oldest niece. That's funny.
Thank you, Sophia, for being here.
And now I'll show you in a minute what I did with the fake cake for a wreath, right? In this
Okay.
case, if you want to use for a wreath, you only need to get one piece of the bottom and one piece of the top, and then you can cut in half and then put on the top of each other, and that's it. And you
Yes.
have the both size, and but no.
Okay,
Anyway,
Sylvia. He told his crafting story at the beginning, but while he's working, he can maybe tell you again. She said, "How did you become interested in crafting, Bruno?"
sorry, what is the question?
She said, "How did you become interested in crafting?"
Yeah. Okay. So this is a very interesting story. All right. So I always have the tendency to do things with art, right? So when I was at school, I studied animation, right? Well, although I never finished, but I started. But I always have the tendency to do something in craft, but I never found something in craft that I really like to do, right? So you try things, you don't like it, and you start thinking, no, no, this is not what I like, right? So I started to do this, or I became interesting when 5 years ago, I think it was 5 years ago, I saw actually Laura Jeans doing a wreath, and
I
I thought,
love Laura Jean.
yeah, and I thought, oh, that's a very interesting way of doing wreaths because in Portugal you have just a normal wreath right at the door, which is with a fresh pine, with a bow and two or three baubles and berries, right? That's will
Okay.
be the normal standard, and I thought that was a really interesting way to do wreaths, and that's when I went to the store, the shop next day, asked if they had decoration. People look at me like I was a crazy person because they didn't know what was decoration. I was thinking, okay, and it was a craft shop. So for me, it was a little bit okay. So I'm in the wrong place. So and then the more I started to watch videos, the more I thought, okay, this is actually something that I really like. And the reason for that is because since I was looking for a Christmas decorations for my tree, and I love Christmas, I'm crazy about Christmas. And I think I'm crazy about Christmas is not about the presents, in fairness with you, but I think I got that from my grandfather that for him, what was important in Christmas was to have all family together with full of food, spending a great time with family and friends. So I think that's what I got Christmas feeling more than the presents. I don't mind buying. I don't mind not getting presents. It's more spending the day in the kitchen, making food all day until there is no food in the fridge to make, and sit down
Okay.
and have a nice time. So for me, that's what Christmas is about. And especially, since I'm in Ireland for 10 years, Christmas now it's more important than anything. Because you don't see your family every day. Although, taking a plane from here to Portugal is only 2.5 hours, but it's not the same thing that grab a taxi or a train, right? So Christmas is really important. And when I started this kind of things, for me, it's always Christmas about. So I can do Christmas every day, all year long. I don't get tired.
I know, me
I
too. I
don't.
love Christmas.
I really don't get tired. People think that I'm crazy. My mom usually say that probably I need to go and see a doctor because, you know. But I think she already knows me that I'm not crazy, or just a little bit. Okay,
Yeah,
now
just
moving on. Let's continue. All right. So what I'm gonna do now, right? Instead of using the big trim on the bottom, right? I'm just gonna use the soft pink, this one. All right, because
okay.
this is because you need to break down the trim. All right, you don't need to put in the bottom and on the top. And remember one thing, on the bottom nobody looks. It's always on the top, right? So
Yeah.
you need to put something there, but you don't need to be really, really fancy. Now, of course, if you want to do it, by all means, do it, right? But I particularly don't do it. Okay, so let's do it, and then we need to start to decorate the cake, and then we can sit down, have a coffee, and cut. What do you think,
Enjoy the
Denise?
cake.
What do you think? Have a
I
coffee
think
or a
that's a
tea,
great,
and
yes,
then cut the cake.
that's a great idea.
I agree,
Have
right?
some, yes, have some coffee and tea with cake. Wonderful.
Yeah. But since you were asking me about Christmas, right? One of the things that I can tell you, right? For example, um, in Ireland, right? They don't
Hmm.
celebrate the 24th of December. They celebrate the 25th and the 26th, which is St. Stephen's Day. In Portugal, actually, it's different. We celebrate the 24th. So on the 24th,
Oh,
usually we don't eat any meat. We only eat fish, which is usually
oh,
cod. All right, this is very traditional in Portugal, right? The family gets together at night for dinner, right? And we celebrate the 24th of December only with fish, and we open the presents at 12. Well, if we don't have kids, right? Because if we have kids, we usually
Early.
tend to open early, right? So the kids can go to bed,
Yes.
so we can have a relaxing evening. But anyway, and then on the 25th, we actually have the meat, right? And again, family together. But but it's
Nice.
different. And believe me, there is a lot of food going on
I
during
was
those
just
two
gonna
days.
ask. I was just gonna ask if there was a lot of food. Does everybody cook?
There is a lot of food. There is a lot of food, like a lot. My mom used to spend all day, usually on the 23rd. Yeah, on the 23rd, she would start to prepare all the food and desserts. And of course, we would help. But then we would spend the 24th also cooking, cooking. We'll get to the point that, you're so tired of cooking that you cannot eat anything. But,
I bet.
that's the thing. Okay, great. So, God, now I'm really excited with this cake. I want to eat it. Eat. Okay.
You must love sweets too.
Yeah. Okay, great. So we have the bottom done. Now there is only one thing, all right, that we need to do on the bottom, all right, and which is a bow, all right. Now the bow is very simple, right? There isn't very much science, and we're gonna get the ribbon from a Regency, all right, and we're just gonna do a tulips bow. This is gonna see. Let me just see the size. No. No, it's too big. Yeah. So now the bow will be the size that you want, right? I know that I'm not giving a lot of them the sizes, but I'm just giving you the sizes of the cake itself, but the trims and the other things I'm not giving because will be the way you like it or the
Exactly.
way
Whatever
that
size they can get, right?
exactly. All right. So it's not that I don't want to give you the sizes, it's because I think when you are looking at your cake, you're gonna see by yourself and say, okay, this is great, this is not great, the size is too big, right? So
Yes.
but don't be afraid to try. All right. So as you can see now, I just cut two loops, all right, and I'm just gonna
Okay.
put here and glue it, right? Oops.
Okay. It looks good. I love those colors. Have you seen the extreme shakes, like the fake bake shakes?
What do you mean?
Have you seen the extreme shakes that are fake bake?
No.
Okay. Whenever you come back to the camera later, I will show you what I've made, and it's exactly the same colors.
All right. So there you go. You have a bow now. You can put just a little bit just to give around and now the only thing that I'm gonna do here, all right, although I like this one, I think there is something missing here. So I'm just gonna do a small loop. God, I love this ribbon. Sometimes I don't want to cut it. Do you have that kind of situation that you have a ribbon that you don't want to cut it because you really like the ribbon and
And
you
you're
start to think, no,
yes, uh,
I'm not gonna cut this. I can't.
yes,
He's
yes.
he's breaking my heart.
Not only that, I don't want to run out.
I know, right? And for us in Ireland, or when I say Ireland, in Europe, right?
Right.
It's very difficult to get some of the supplies, especially ribbons or picks, because everything that we buy, right, we need to pay the custom fees.
Yes.
from the
So
US.
do you make your own picks then?
Yeah, sometimes I make my own picks unless it's something really specific, right? That I cannot make it because I
Okay.
cannot make it. Like some of the beads that I'm gonna use, actually, I got from Craft Outlet because I could not find on Amazon, so I had to use. I have to get something that with the same color scheme. Okay, great. So as you can see, oops.
Beautiful. There you go. There. Back down a little bit. Down. I don't know. The light's catching it. I can see it from back there though.
Hold on. Yeah, that's very strange. Hold on. Maybe, if I do, probably. Can you see better?
Yes, I think so. Let me see it like you're pushing it to the camera again. Yes, that's perfect right there.
Is better?
Yes, I can see it perfectly. I see the bow. I see everything.
Yeah,
The
I'm
dripping.
just trying to check on YouTube just to see.
Yeah, I've got my YouTube one up too. You can see it very well.
Oh yeah, much better. Yeah. Okay, great. Oh, happy days. Oh, happy days.
Oh, happy day.
Okay, great. Now we're gonna do another thing on here, right? So, do you know the yarn? Chunky
Yes,
yarn.
chunky yarn.
Okay, great.
Yes.
So, I got some mint, right? So, what we're going to do, right, is just to put around on the top. Well, top, bottom.
Bottom of the top.
Yeah, that's very strange, isn't it? The way saying
No.
that way.
Yeah,
Right?
I know what you
So,
meant.
we're going to do this because we're going to do something also. We're going to put some macaroons around
Oh,
that I
yay.
made, right? So you see,
Macaroons
yeah, that
or
I made today.
macaron?
Yeah, we say macarons. How do you say it?
We
Macarons.
say, yeah, the one like you're talking about is macaron. The one with
All right.
coconut is macaroon.
No, oh, hold on. I'll show you in a minute. Okay. And there you go. So we're not gonna need this. There you go. Boom, boom.
Can everyone see okay?
Sorry?
I was asking them if everyone can see okay.
Okay. So
Oh,
I
yes.
did this today.
Yeah, okay, I see those.
Great. So, I have to make because I didn't have any. And the
Oh,
idea
that's
that
good.
I had. So this is what we're going to do, right? I made all of them are with pink, right? But the filling is with mint and let's say vanilla, right? So I made 8. So what we're going to
Okay.
do is put one here, right? We're gonna put 8 around.
Okay.
So we're
That'll be
gonna
pretty.
alternate. Where is it? Hold on. Just need to check how I'm gonna. Yeah. Okay. You know what? Let's leave it this because I need first. I'm gonna do first the top, and then I'm gonna do the size because I want to see first how the top is gonna look like. Now, I made these big ones also.
Oh, wow.
I made a blue. I made a pink using the same felt on the bottom, and I made a mint, right?
Pretty.
But I want to use a cupcake. Okay? So we're gonna use a cupcake on the top. Now, the way
Oh,
we're gonna
big.
do this is this first. We're gonna
I
put
love that
one.
cupcake.
We're gonna use one macaroon. That's how you say it
We
on the
say
top.
macaron, but it's either
Macaron.
way is
Okay.
fine.
Okay. I need to get the name straight.
It's okay. You know the candy that has coconut that they call
Yeah.
macaroon. That's what
Yeah.
we call a macaroon. But
All
this
right.
is what we call a macaron. But either way, everybody says it how they want to say it. Honestly.
All right. Okay. So what I'm gonna do on the blue one, I'm gonna put together with a cupcake. If well, okay, there you go. And I'm gonna put a little bit of blue gets together, and I'm gonna cut like this. Oops. And I'm gonna put a lot of glue and
Did you have to cut a hole in the felt?
yeah, I use
Oh, that sounds. Oh. Oh my goodness. That sound. That sound.
the sound.
Yeah, it's okay. It was just my
Yeah, I know.
ears.
Sorry, it was the foam.
Oh yeah, I know.
Great. So we have the top. Now we're gonna use some lollipops that I made.
Oh, pretty. Did you make those out of felt?
Yeah, everything was made in felt.
Oh, nice. I love those.
This will go here. Yeah. What do you think? You
I
like
love
it?
it. I love the colors.
Now we're gonna use candy cane.
Candy cane. Oh, yeah, big one.
And now we're gonna use, let me just first, okay. One of the things that I need to do is actually put some glue before. Great. Oh, I need more sticks.
Is this for an order, Bruno?
Well, I have a lady that would like to have pastel colors cake for a
Okay.
centerpiece. So, if she like this one, she'll get it. If not, then probably I'm gonna put on my Etsy shop for sale later on
Oh,
or tomorrow.
okay.
Yeah, so it's not. So now we're gonna put the other here, and
Mike is on here today. Mike, you can always go back and watch the replay on my channel. It'll be right there. I don't know if you know Mike Cycler.
no.
It's not a cousin or somebody.
Oh, Michael. No, he's a
I
great
told you.
friend. He is
Oh,
a
okay.
really great friend, really great friend. He's the one that sometimes send me stuff from
Oh.
the US. Yeah, he's
Oh,
really,
okay.
really great friend. So, as you can see, big topper, big one,
Yes. Beautiful.
right? And we didn't finish,
Oh,
right?
good.
I just need to cut here.
He said, thank you. Yes, you know me, silly.
Well, Michael, I'm not looking to the comments, so that's why I know. Okay, now we're gonna do another lollipop here. There you go.
Mike, does Mike make fake bakes?
Well, he will learn now how to do it.
Oh, good. Let me know when you're ready to come on, Mike.
Great. So this is great. So that is done. And now I have a small lollipops also that I did with yarn.
Oh, cute.
So let's see where we're going to put them. Great. This is where I want to put it. God, I want to cut this cake now and eat it.
Is everybody ready to come over and have a piece of cake?
I really want.
Have you ladies learned anything different than you normally do? You're so good at this, Bruno.
So this is, you see, the top of the cake.
Oh, so pretty.
Okay, now we have then the small ones. So now I can see where I'm going to put the small ones. And then we have some, yeah. So let's see. For the bottom part, we're going to use, where is, like here. Great.
Yes, I love all of your wreaths and all of your cakes, everything you've got online. You showed us. How did you find my group? Bruno.
Yeah.
How did you find the group, the crafting group?
I think show up on my suggestion list.
Oh, great, because you craft.
Yeah, I think it was like that. You know, it's not that I'm not looking. You know, sometimes, you know, I spend a lot of time on Facebook. That's true, right? It's not that I'm Facebook holic, if you want to, if you know what I mean.
I got you.
But
I understand. I totally understand.
The reason is because, you know, some people sometimes, and I think that happened to me also in the past. Sometimes people get a little bit frustrated because they are trying to find the best prices for things to be able to buy supplies, right? And then they get frustrated because they see a price and they give up. Now, I spent
a lot of time.
Guys, I'll say this. I think I spent, not every day, right? But, you know, just have an average of time. I think I spend about 1 hour and 30 minutes per day looking for prices. Now, what I usually do, and for me works because it's with that, I can actually see the difference in prices is I put everything on the basket before I buy it. And then I open all the sites, right? And then I see the difference between the sites.
That's
now,
smart.
There is things that, you know, will cost you less, but then you're going to pay a lot of money with the shipping, or the shipping is really small price and the price of the item is a lot.
Exactly.
Or is really,
I know what you mean.
So the way that you should do is wait for the promotions.
Yeah, exactly. Wait for the sales.
Yeah, at the moment, what I'm doing is already looking for things for Easter. Because that's
you're on Easter.
Because that's when the promotion starts, usually.
Yes.
As far as I can see. Now, for Christmas and Halloween, I already have everything prepared. So I'm always ahead. And I think that helped me also to save money but also
Yes.
to be able to
Get the
have
sales.
affordable rates the way that is possible that I can. Because sometimes it's not easy to have um, sometimes things can cost about $100, but then with the shipping and the custom fees that you need to pay to Ireland, things can go up to $200, and then by the time you end up doing a wreath, it can cost you $300. That's the reality in Europe, and there is nothing you can do about it. So I always try to be ahead when buying stuff, because if I buy stuff when there is promotion, then I can reduce a lot of the prices.
I'm so sorry about that. I think the internet is storming here, but
All right.
I'm getting you back on now.
Okay, great.
Well, it's not cooperating. It took me a little
On
while
my
to get
side,
on. Pardon me?
or
No, there's a storm, so the internet went out here. So I'm
all
trying to
right.
get back up again. Here you go. Here you go. You're good. You're good.
Okay, great.
Mike said this would be a beautiful get for a baby shower.
Yeah. Okay, great. So now this is what I want to tell you, Anita. This is the thing that, for example, I'm not able to make because I was not able to find it, right? Or
Oh,
so this is the thing that I bought from Craft Outlet, and I'll give you guys the reference. But this is the colors of the beads that I found that match the color of the fake cake. Now I bought at the time, but I was not sure if actually the colors were the right ones. But actually they are, and this is the one that I used just to finish the cake. So you see this ones.
okay. I see blue and pink.
So I can give you just, I'm not, can I give the reference,
Of course you
Danita?
can. Yes, the
Okay,
UPC
so,
number.
this is from Craft Outlet, all right? And the reference is XS973651. Again, XS973651. All right, so this is the one that I use.
3651.
Yeah, actually, I'll do this.
I
It
got
is
it in the
easy.
comments already, Bruno.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
So I'm just gonna tear apart the pick, right? Because I think we'll give the extra touch to the cake, right? And you can put actually around. Okay, so let me just see the color. Okay, green. Um, this one has, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna take the big one, cut this one, and
Just so everyone knows, Bruno does have an Etsy shop. Is it named Bruno's Crafts? Bruno's Crafty Crafts?
yeah.
Okay. Do you ship to the United States or not?
Well, I can ship. The reason that I didn't put shipping to the US is because nobody asked me, right? But yeah, I can ship. But also depends on the size. But I think this is the thing. I think it's cheaper to actually send things from Ireland to the US than the opposite. Don't ask
Yeah,
me
I was
why.
gonna say, yeah, I was gonna
Don't
say,
ask
but
me
it's
why.
very
I
expensive.
just know that um, Michael sent me some stuff, and actually the shipping was a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think. Oops. Okay. No, I'm not blind, but I don't think. Okay, no, hold on. Okay, there you go. Oh, okay, there you go. And another one here. And another one. There, okay. If I can I go there? Yeah, great. So you can do this way, right? So you put some peaks on the top, and then, and this is what I like to do. You know the big ones that comes on the peak. Now they are also like rose pink. So what I do is on the bottom one, right? I just put a small hole.
Oh, okay.
And you see?
Yeah,
So
smart.
I put around.
It's very pretty.
Now you can put also on, oops. Now on this one you can use hot glue gun or warm one.
Okay.
I got it this right.
Yes, you did. You got it right. And that's because it's felt around the sides, right?
Yeah. Even though that, you know, inside is foam, right? But since at the start is felt, will not make, will not do any changes, and the
It will not melt the felt, right?
will not melt.
So pretty. I love the colors.
Now we still have a small one. Then we have the green. Now, since we have the green and they are different sizes, right? What I do is the green ones with ornaments, the different sizes, I also would use on the top layer, right? Just to give like this. No, I need to put some glue. And
Lydia said it's gorgeous, Bruno.
thank you.
And she loves the color combination. Excelente.
Yeah, I mean, for this one, I think you can keep the same, right? And you can use for Christmas if you want to use pastel colors, but then you can still use the same one for Easter because of the colors.
Oh,
So,
that's true.
so you know, because although I have cupcakes and lollipops, the color scheme is pastel. So, you know, you can use
Yeah, it's perfect
the
for
same one.
Candyland. Candyland
Yeah,
theme. Any time of
but
year.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Danita. Last year, I was not very keen for pastel colors. Don't ask me what. I was not. I was like, it's like I was thinking it's a little bit boring colors. But then suddenly this year, at the beginning, I don't know what happened. I was like, no, I need to do pastel colors. I don't know. I'm with pastel colors this year, and actually they are great.
Yes, honestly, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I am the same. I've always loved bright, deeper colors, but
Yeah.
this year I decided to go with Candyland as well. It's just so pretty now.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it, that before we didn't like the pastel colors, and now we all want pastel colors for some
I think
reason.
that's because we see everybody working with it, and then we want to change over. I don't know. We try it and then we love it.
Yeah. Okay, so and then you can use also the beads on the top. You know, just any kind of spaces that you think that you need
Need
to
to
fill
be.
in. You
Okay.
know what I mean? But you know, you don't have to if you don't want to. But I just do it because since I'm using the full peak, I'm just gonna use it. And then okay, I still have no big one. This big one. And okay, there we go. That's what I want to use. Oops, there. And one and two and three. And I think we are almost done.
Uh, it's so pretty.
Oops. And oops, I need this one. Okay, so one.
If you all love this live and love what he's doing, give us a big thumbs up, please. Subscribe to our channel.
Oops. Okay.
Bruno, are you going to make yourself a YouTube page?
Well, I have a YouTube page. Actually, what I'm looking at, but I'm not sure if I can say this here, but actually,
Okay.
I'm planning creating a private group because uh, I'm going to be teaching doing other stuff. How do you say it?
Other
Different
fake cakes?
things. No, no, will be more like I'm just trying to how I'm going to say this. So I have a lot of ideas of things for to share, like Christmas trains, how to make a Christmas train to use on the wreath. So I'm going to do things like that on the private group.
Oh, okay. I understand.
Um,
Are you going to do that
and
on Facebook?
sorry,
Are you doing that on Facebook?
yeah, I'm going to do on Facebook,
Oh,
but
okay. Nice.
I'm still, you know, see how things are going to work, you
I
know,
got you.
with so many things to. Okay, now and the last thing to finish. Yay, and we are done. I'm gonna use just a few of the pompons light rose,
A
right?
few what?
That huh?
What are you using?
It's light pompons.
Oh, okay. Okay. I see now.
You know, they are very small.
Yes, I understand.
And there you go. One here, one here, one here, one here, one here, one here.
Oh, be
And I
careful.
believe this.
Be careful with that crazy thing.
I know.
The hot glue a few weeks ago. It's been about 2 months now. I was trying to hot glue something, and a spot of the hot glue fell from my finger down to my leg and put a big. It's bigger than a quarter on my leg. Oh my god!
Well, I actually had a situation, Danita, that actually uh, I had all my skin from one of my fingers just completely came out.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah. And that's it. And we are done. So let me just take this, guys, from here, and I'll show you. Oops.
Sylvia said that she would see other creators do this, and she would think, "Oh my goodness, that's too hard."
And there you go. I don't know.
Oh, it's pretty. I love it. I love the suckers and the lollipops and the macarons. It's so,
So that's it,
beautiful.
guys.
It's very pretty.
And we are done.
You want to come back to the screen and I'll show you. You can look at the comments, see if there's anybody you know.
Let me see. Mike. Mike says that I'm hungry. Well, I know, me too. No, guys, what I want to thank is for coming tonight here. It's always a pleasure to share what I know with all of you. I mean, I'm just new with this, right? I'm not an expert, or I don't have years of experience doing this. I just do this for. I think this started because with COVID-19, and we have to be strict at home, and you cannot see your friends or anything. I think that this allowed me to have my mind outside of what was happening in the world, but at the same time comes up to be a really nice thing to do.
Yes, so, it's so fun, huh?
Yeah,
so much fun.
Again, and I'll continue to say, all right, don't give up on your dreams. And no matter how people saying that you're not gonna win on this, there is a lot of people doing this. Believe me, there is space to everybody. Everyone is unique doing stuff, right? And
exactly,
at the same time, we are a big craft community, and we need to support each other.
That's right. Yes, I agree 100%. You did a
great
job.
Now I want that one, Danita. Now I want to eat that one.
Oh, can you see it? Can you see it?
Yes. Now I want to eat that one.
Yes. See, the colors are so similar to what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly. They are.
I have so many different things in this. I have macarons, donuts, ice cream, a lot of ice cream scoops.
Yeah.
Or little cookies, candy bars, chocolate chip cookies. Exactly. Can you tell that's what that is? Yes, this was so fun to make.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, thank you, Bruno. I appreciate you being here.
Thank you so much.
Anytime you want to come back, just let me know and I'll have you on.
Of course, it will be a pleasure.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us today.
Thank you, guys.
So much, and we will talk to you
soon.
soon.
It was a pleasure. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.